Thank you all for coming for this meeting. It is an honor to have this opportunity to talk to you all about the rapid growth in Chinese airline network, including its connections with Australia and China, which recently had led to the introduction of the Open Skies Agreement. This agreement between Australia and China implicated both governments to remove all capacity restrictions from Australia and China air services arrangements. This is primarily due to the increase in the number of total passengers, frequencies, and airlines offering this route. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, more than 1 million Chinese visited Australia from 2015 and 2016, which is up 23% from the previous year, and spent $8.9 billion, which is a rise of 27% from the year earlier. Furthermore, driving this acceleration from Chinese airlines into Australia's airspace is the rise of Chinese tourism. It is clear that this agreement benefited all 7 Chinese airlines operating direct routes to Australia and makes it easier for us to see that China is Australia's fastest growing and highest spending international visitor market. This will allow Australian tourism businesses to take the advantage of the largest and fastest growing consumer market in the world. And now our travel consultant Wei Jin will talk about passenger flow and online travel platform expanding into Australia.
China has consolidated its fast economic growth, recently listing 15 new first-tier cities, depicting an increase in wealth of Chinese citizens and high demand for travel. It also envisages a growth in aviation sector and aims to increase the number of civil airports by at least 50 over the duration of its 5-year plan, providing easier transferring of people, goods, and ideas internationally. The Open Sky Agreement removed all capacity restrictions between Australia and China, as well as liberalising traffic rights and codeshare agreements. The lowering of barriers entering the market has encouraged more airline companies operating new routes between Australia and China. The total number of passengers travelling to Australia from China in 2016 has increased by 17% from 2015 to nearly 1.2 million. The number of routes has increased to 28 in 2017, and the frequency of flight has increased to 157 per week.
Sydney to Beijing has always been a popular route. Before 2017, Air China was the only airline that operated the daily non-stop flight between Sydney and Beijing. However, after the Open Skies Agreement was signed, the passenger numbers have risen in a large extent, increasing by 36% in 2016 to 2017. This is possibly due to the extra daily direct service operated by Qantas starting from January 2017. Qantas had code-shared with Air China, hence the fares on this route is continuously fluctuating from between $800 to $2,000 for an economy class return, depending on seasonality. The Sydney-Hong Kong route has shown steady growth in passenger numbers over the recent years. Many passengers have used Hong Kong as a transfer location for both land, air, and marine transport, especially to mainland China. However, due to the increase in direct flights flown by Chinese carriers to other places in the world, Hong Kong is slowly losing its status as a link between China and other countries. Cathay Pacific offers many package deals and sells tickets usually between 900 AUD and 8,000 AUD for economy return. However, due to the competitive prices offered by airlines such as China Southern, many passengers have switched to the cheaper alternative.
Alibaba Group's Fliggy is an online flight booking platform primarily catering for travelling Chinese millennials. Fliggy's main goal is to provide high quality but affordable outbound travel, targeting groups such as international students, backpackers, and young adults, as they will be more focused on price. 13% of the inbound Australian travellers are students, hence being price competitive would set Fliggy apart from other online platforms. Currently, the market is dominated by Tuna and Ctrip, with both platforms controlling around 83% of the whole Chinese online flight booking market. Although it is unlikely that there will be a merge anytime soon due to differences in business models, Tuna and Ctrip have started an alliance to slowly secure their leading position in the market. This imbalance in market share is due to Fliggy's current lack of airline alliances and package deals that are price competitive. Consequently, it is struggling to generate the equivalent revenue to Tuna and Ctrip despite having over 200 million members. Hence, Fliggy should invest in constructing alliances with airline companies, especially LCCs, to provide lower fares and extra discounts. This imbalance in market share is due to Fliggy's current lack of airline alliances and package deals that are price competitive. Consequently, it is struggling to generate the equivalent revenue to Tuna and Ctrip despite having over 200 million members. Hence, Fliggy should invest in constructing alliances with airline companies, especially LCCs, to provide lower fares and extra discounts. In addition, Fliggy should use Alibaba Group's strong economic background to consolidate its 10,000 merchants on its platforms, delivering aircraft tickets, hotel booking services, tour guide services, and vacation packages. Since Fliggy's main focus is on outbound international travel, it should seize this chance and capture the Australian inbound market. Growth in inbound travel from China has been recognised, with Qantas subsequently selling tickets on Fliggy. Expanding Fliggy will not only be beneficial to passengers, but the market alike, since greater competition among travel agents results in lower fares, but also more opportunities.
And now our cargo consultant, Terence, will talk to you about the recent cargo flows.
The Chinese market is important to Australia due to the demand of Australian products. The Daigou industry has rapid growth and become popular among Chinese immigrants in recent years. Daigou refers to the act of onshore shopping agents purchasing and shopping foreign goods to China on behalf of Chinese residents. The popularity of Australian products has been enhanced and opportunities have been provided to Australian firms for expanding their market to China. Online shopping platforms such as Taobao and Tmall, which are owned by the Alibaba Group, have been exploiting this opportunity. In this case, we would emphasize on the potential of growth in Alibaba's freight sector and focus upon the flow of logistics between the two countries. The Alibaba Group has partnerships with UPS and FedEx for express delivery, Maersk for container shipments, and DHL and Cananego for air freight. It is further suggested to invest on related businesses. According to the CNA Shipper Insight, the air freight rate climbs again in July, and the average all-in buy rate across 28 major east-west lanes has increased by 1.5% from last year's $2.59 per kilogram to $2.64 per kilogram. By investing in other smaller logistics agencies, the ease of control will be guaranteed. The expansion of Alibaba's online shopping platform market overseas will also be better facilitated, especially in Australia, since Jack Ma has built close relationships with Australian firms such as Qantas, Chemist Warehouse, and Swiss Medicine Company. According to China Federation of Logistics and Purchasing, shipping expenses takes a large proportion in overall product costs in China. If Alibaba can reduce costs in cargo shipping, it will lower the price of online shopping products for overseas customers. Therefore, the demand of Alibaba online shopping services will be expected to increase, and Alibaba can expand the Taobao and Tmall platforms overseas as it becomes more popular. Alibaba should also attempt on making exclusive business deals with airlines on the transportation of goods by air freight, in order to bring down the costs further. In this modern age, the transportation of goods is just as important as the transportation of people. Technology has facilitated worldwide access to niche markets. Hence, it is increasingly important for international freight handling to be efficient and supportive of the trend. The trade between Australia and China has also been rapidly increasing in the freight industry, with total cargo shipping for major routes to have risen to 114,000 tons for the year ended June 2017, from around 62,000 tons for the year ended June 2015, showing an immense growth of 84.8% over the course of 3 years. In conclusion, the flow of cargo between Australia and China has definitely shown potential for continuous growth in the foreseeable future. Thus, it can be seen as an important indicator of economic growth, as the foreign direct investment will be attracted to help logistics companies for further development and stimulate job creation, ultimately leading to the expansion of economy.